Good morning, it's MJ with Crow Tarot. Thank you so much for stopping by the Roost this morning. It's Tuesday, and we are having just a beautiful day here in Seattle. I mean, thank you, Mother Nature. Seriously, after the winter that we had, it was pretty cold, and just we had snow, and that's just not what we're used to here in Seattle. So now we're back up to speed. So, of course, when I hit 70, I think it was 75 yesterday, my daughter complained about how hot it was. So that's how you know if you're from the Northwest, I guess. She's a true Northwest kid. I'm from Boston, so I greatly appreciate 75 any chance I can get it. So, or 80 for that matter. So let's get started. Let's see what the cards have in store for us this morning. I feel like we've been on a steady message of just, working hard, having faith in what you do, getting yourself out there, letting yourself be seen, know that your time is going to come, and work towards a goal with an end in sight that is one that the optimum, what do you really want to achieve, and you work on your goal that way. When you focus on your goal, that will be, with the Wheel of Fortune the other day, that will definitely bode in your favor, so bode well. So let's see here. I wanted to just really shuffle the cards this morning very well. I've shuffled them already. Okay, so let's get started, shall we? The first card I have is the King of Pentacles. This is the foundation for today's energy or the situation that is at the present moment. The center card, the present moment card, is Six of Pentacles. And the advice card, the final card for today, is the Fool. Okay. Well, let's take a look, shall we? So having the King of Pentacles here as the foundation, this probably already gives you a good idea that your current situation is built on a solid foundation of stability and security and resources, and you have this star here hovering above you. It's like a shield. It protects you against negativity. You're one of those people that, if you allow yourself to walk in the light, you just find fortune wherever you go. And so that's the crux right there. You have to allow yourself to get into that position, And so here with the King of Pentacles, it's saying, the message here is, you have this base, you have a really strong foundation, that you built on. It's rooted. You work well with others. You bring beauty into the world. You're operating from a place of integrity and nobility, and new opportunities, result as as you move forward, because you do have this desire to not only feed yourself but to nourish others. So when I made this card, and I thought about, you cut the apple and you take one half and then you give the other half to somebody who would appreciate it. So here the King of Pentacles is a very generous, openly generous person. This is somebody who is not in it to make a buck. They're very much someone who sees the benefit in helping others. It's like the rising tide floats all boats, or a rising tide. Oh my God, see, I'm having one of those moments again. It's it's like it's one of those things where you have a kindness inside of you that, yes, you're going to be successful, and yes, you're going to have this ability to take care of yourself, but more so, you're going to be able to share it and pass it along with others, or to others, and extend your resources to those who may be in need. And so here we have the Six of Pentacles. And so here, this card is giving the energy of this crow and this crow are very, they're almost like brothers, two different, they come from the same background. This one freely shares all of its resources and walks through life as though it has the ability to cure everyone's problems, and doesn't ask for anything in return. This brother comes in and says, "Oh, I've got plenty of resources, no problem. Let me help you out there. Oh, but when the time comes, I'm going to want you to come and work for me, or I want you to do this for me, or my garden needs to be attended to, or my lawn needs to be mowed." And this is the person who uses their power as a form of control, or as it's not for free. So the story I mentioned before, I think this card came up last week, was that these crows went to the beach looking for some food, and they were starving, and it was high tide, and they were just desperate to eat something. Their tummies were rumbling, and this crow flying overhead had two fish, because he's full of he has all these resources. And he said, "Well, yeah, I'll gladly give you a fish, but I'm going to want something later in return." And so what ended up happening was, with this crow, they gladly took the fish from this bird, and then realized later, had they just waited a couple hours, the tide would have gone out, and they would have had a whole beach load of crab to eat. And what they ended up doing was having to work for this crow, and it took a good amount of time and took them away from things they enjoyed doing. So here, the message I'm getting here is to let the King of Pentacles be your foundation. You may be tempted to help somebody and ask something in return. You may want to say, it's like this tit for tat. If I do this for you, you have to do this for me. And you may be, at this time, you're like kind of balancing with the scales, what is it worth? What is helping this person worth to you? Do you gain anything from it? And I see with the Fool ending this, the message I get from this is to have faith in humanity. I know it seems really hard right now. Holy cow, it's so hard to have faith in humanity. But have faith that when you extend yourself, if you extend your resources, if you help others, it will not be in vain. It's about the long haul. It's not about the ending. It's about the journey that you're on. And you will find that it will lead to a place of comfort and security. You're not going to have to give up anything. But what you will end up doing is helping others. The fern up here signifies strength. And so, you'll find strength to let go of this need to expect something in return for what you give. And the lotus flowers represent a pure heart and connecting with divine energy. And so here, when you have faith that those that you help will maybe not help return the favor directly to you, but will return the favor to humanity, to to their community. Maybe it's not a pay it back, but a pay it forward. So here I see there's this lovely energy we all have this energy within us to be the philanthropist, to be kind, to extend to others, even if it's just a smile, or a shoulder to cry on, or some way you can help somebody and it will, I mean, it will multiply. Like King, you know how King Midas would touch something and it was just like everything he touched turned to gold. Well, that's what will happen with you, with your positive attitude or your support of somebody or your ability to be a good listener to a friend or a coworker or a colleague. When you extend yourself to somebody in that capacity, when you offer yourself up and don't expect much in return, you know, it's like you have plenty to give. It will work out. Have faith. Have faith that you're working towards something bigger than yourself. Every time you can create a little pocket of positive energy in the world, that creates something bigger. And so here I see this as, you know, a wonderful message to help those when you can. Be a resource for others. Have faith that they may not pay you back, but they will pay in some capacity, and it will be something that will benefit, I think, the greater good. Don't hold them down. Let them rise up, you know? And so yeah. I know right now it's like with everything going on in the world, it's so hard to imagine, you know, good things. But right now is a time, I think, when we all need to work collectively on creating that energy. Not for ourselves, but for future generations, our children. So our children's children, our neighbors' kids, the people in our lives that we love. So anyway, I hope that you go out today and make a difference in someone's life, even if it's just, like I said, you know, if you have a coworker who is having a rough go, you know, just let her or him talk, you know, let them get it all out. Okay. And, so, you know, I think together we can change this world. So for the good, for the better. Anyway, thank you so much. I hope you have a beautiful Tuesday, and bye for now. Bye.